Let's take you to another court case now, and that's the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial. Our reporter, Linda Mnisi, following that story for us. Linda, good morning to you. So we know that Bongani Ntanzi was booked out for 18 hours on the day of his arrest, we are told, and only taken back the following day. Is that where the court is going to pick up from today? And is it going to be a new witness that is put to the stand?
Well, cross-examination will continue, Oli, but that is one of the most important things that came out yesterday, because then it leaves a lot of questions around what could have happened after those investigations took place. You recall, it was not on the day that he was arrested, but the 18th of June 2020 when he was booked out to go and confirm what he said was his alibi. He basically told the police the day before, on the 17th of June 2020, that he had nothing to do with Senzo Meyiwa's murder, had no knowledge about who had killed Senzo Meyiwa, and on the day, told the police that on the day that Senzo Meyiwa was killed, he was in fact at work, which is at the Sibanye-Stillwater's mine in Rustenburg. So the police booked him out on the morning of the 18th of June 2020 and went with him to Sibanye-Stillwater's mine in Rustenburg in a bid, of course, to do investigations around whether or not he was at work on that particular day. And after this failed alibi, the head of the Human Resources Department basically telling the police that he wasn't at work on that particular day, and therefore furnished them with a statement saying that he wasn't at work as claimed. After those investigations, which the defense says took about 4 hours, what then happened? It's still the 18th of June 2020. Where was Bongani Ntanzi taken? And that's one of the biggest questions that they ask, because the next record of him being booked back into his cell was at 2 a.m. on the 19th of June. And it's quite interesting listening to the investigating officer telling the court about what then happened after Brigadier Gininda, who's the lead investigator, had left at the mine. And he says, well, Bongani Ntanzi did not mind driving around with us because he would get bored in his cell. So as we continued with investigations, he said he really did not mind because he lived in a single cell and therefore was able to continue and drive around with us. But the following question was whether or not he could disclose those investigations that they conducted after discovering that Bongani Ntanzi was not at work. And he says the cases are at a sensitive stage. He can't divulge the information around that case. And that prompted an order from the court saying that he would need and would have to disclose that information about those cases that they were investigating after leaving the mine, and why it took so long for them to get back to Johannesburg, or to get back to Pretoria, where they ultimately put him in his holding cell. But that order is quite specific, only in that the judge says, because of the sensitivity of the cases, don't testify about it, make that disclosure in a form of a note. That note would then be served to other legal representatives and, of course, to the court. The court saying that it trusts that because the defense lawyers are officers of the court, that information that is now disclosed, or will be disclosed by Sergeant Mogane, will not be shared with members of the public. So we're picking up this morning from Advocate Zandile Mshololo, cross-examining Sergeant Mogane about his rights and the manner in which it was done. She had asked for a postponement to, of course, get a proforma, an empty proforma that is not filled, to take Sergeant Mogane through the rights that were explained to Bongani Ntanzi. So at this point, we're still with Sergeant Mogane. Advocate Zandile Mshololo will pick up with her cross-examination. Poli?
Linda Mnisi, thank you very much for that comprehensive update live for us outside the Pretoria High Court.